Okay.
I blew through all those batteries.
What number are we on? All through what batteries?
I'm saying 186.
Yeah, sounds good.
I'm yelling 187 in your motherfucking ass.
Is that what it is?
I don't know yet. I'm looking. But dude, I can't hear the number 187 without singing that verse. You can ask everybody at work.
I'm just gonna take
Order
your word for it.
187. I'll be like, I'm yelling 187 in your motherfucking ass. You know what that's from, right?
Yeah, but you say that at work?
Yeah.
Kelly don't get this?
No, Kelly didn't work there no more. Plus, they keep me in back.
Yeah, who wouldn't?
Right. Thanks, Steve.
It's not a leading face.
Yeah, it's like, I'd be like, I think about coming up front, coach. And well, you know what? Maybe you're better back there.
Back as
there.
a matter of fact, you are better back there.
Like,
Nobody makes pizzas like you, Austin.
No one can do what you do.
Tom
You
has
got
that.
sir.
Nobody does them dishes better. Nobody makes
Tom
them
has
shine.
that bit about showing up to the first day of second grade. And he's like, "What happened to Tommy?" He's like, "Tommy skipped, man." He's like, "Skip? That's a thing, man. I'm gonna skip." He's like, "No, don't think about that. Think about other things."
Like,
How did he skip? I don't know. That kid can add, like 2, 4, 8. He gets it. I don't know.
right? Oh, that's good. I was just thinking he just left. Oh, he skipped.
Skip school.
Skip. That's the thing. I want to skip.
No. You think about other things. You think
Don't
about
even
that
think
rap
about it.
career.
Don't even
before
think
you
about that. Think about other
skipping.
things.
Remember, we had some kid that skipped when we were
Mike Freeman.
Mike Freeman. Yeah.
He was in first grade when I was in second grade, and then he showed up to my third grade. No, I think he actually came from first grade to my second grade class.
Okay. Didn't he drive a red convertible?
I have no idea where that
Did he
kid
live on
is.
Beverly Lane?
A lot of my friends was held back.
Austin was held back.
Yeah, I was held back. I couldn't. In first grade, I couldn't stack my blocks right or something.
Then how are you? I thought you were just a year under us.
2 years.
Yeah, dude. They fucking labeled me as retarded. I think it was some paint chips or something.
What number are we on?
Oh, I was getting ready to look at that. See, that's the reason why.
Just focus on one thing.
I need that Adderall.
Don't think about that skipping shit.
I need that Adderall, man.
What? I should have skipped forward. Wait a second. They skipped me backward.
Right.
What the fuck is that?
Dude, I literally took 2 steps forward and no, 1 step forward and 2 steps back.
And they fitting to get
What am I doing?
stop
Looking
the
up the
clock, right?
number.
I know. I'm just kidding.
Lock the clock.
I'm gonna go with Steve's 186.
Dude, the problem with this is I'm not used to using
A computer.
Moon Club on my computer. Yeah.
I'm not used to using technology.
Was it James and
Johnny Peach.
Last week?
Yeah,
We had the two. We had Hasty and
it is 187.
the Juggy woman.
Oh, right.
Actually, but I think
Podcast number 185.
Wait.
we were wrong last week.
Okay, so
I think we were wrong last week.
So
I think
was
the
right?
last
How
one
the hell
was.
did that make that up?
I don't know. Dude.
Damn. It's kind of crazy, isn't it? That's like fucking Star
Because I think I looked, and I think the one before that we called 185 as well.
Oh, so maybe it is
You should
186.
stutter step.
186, I think. Or no. 187. We're gonna call it 187.
187 in the motherfucking ass.
Dude, I should get that as a sound clip.
Oh, wait. What is the sound clip?
187.
Don't think about that. Think about other things.
You think about it. Because you got J Mac and all that, right?
Wait, what am I doing?
Yeah, I can do that.
What am I doing? Why don't you guys get a sound bar, man?
Huh? We have a sound
An
clip.
intern?
Huh?
An intern?
A sound bar.
Like this right here?
But I mean, all you gotta do is push a button and makes your sound effects. You got,
Oh.
it could be even a piano. That you can record different things.
We got a computer right there.
Yeah, it's like the H key can be one thing. And
Yeah, but you always are looking for it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
No, because I've got like.
That's why we need the intern.
I've got the audio for.
Well, then I want some boings when I'm like hitting them boner jokes and shit. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
here.
That's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
What do you call that? what do you call those?
Boings. That's what you call it, a boing.
Sound effects.
Yeah, sound effect board. That's what I'm
Soundboard.
talking
Soundboard.
about.
Yeah.
Isn't that what I just said?
I think it is.
Soundboard. Pretty
I think it
much.
is.
That's
I think
what
it
I've
said, I
been
think it
trying
said
to
sound
say.
bar.
Sound bar, soundboard. You can have it in a bar. You
Here.
can have it in a board.
We got 6 minutes.
6 minutes.
Dude, I found this one sim.
You can run on for a long
Soundbar.
time. Run on.
Fucking best ever. Let me see. This one went, LeBron James.
Oh Jesus, no.
LeBron James.
Remember that girl was like, "Hey LeBron, you're a fucking pussy."
You know what? Hey, what's it feel like to be a fucking faggot or something? It's like, watch your mouth, woman. Watch your mouth. Have you
It's
seen
like,
that?
if you wouldn't say that if you were alone with him in an elevator, you should be able to say that.
Yeah. And you know what? She goes, I'm sorry.
She's like, "Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought it was
sorry.
somebody else."
Hey, LeBron, what's it feel like to be a punk ass bitch? That's what she says.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
And he called her out.
No, one of the
You
ushers.
just kind of stopped and looked at her.
It's like they got these guys in like suits, like ushering the band along from the crowd, and it's like, you see this girl with her boyfriend, and dude, she's just too into the game, right? And she's like, LeBron, what's it feel to be a punk ass bitch? And LeBron like makes eye contact with her, and this guy's like, one of the ushers is like, watch your mouth, woman, watch your mouth. And the guy like kind of grabs this girl, and she's like, I'm sorry, I don't know what I said. After being called a woman.
She should have snapped right there.
Did you hear? Oh, I don't know who it was.
But dude, one of the
Some
ultimate
guy
songs.
got in trouble. Okay, like somebody had fuck, I can't even remember the story. But he was talking about like, I don't know, getting girls or something. And then somebody had said like, I get more chicks than you and all this shit. But it was a trans person, but he didn't know it because it's a tweet, right?
Right.
And he said like, whatever, dude. That's all he said, whatever, dude. And
Yeah.
then he took his Twitter away because he's like, oh, that's not a dude.
That's a
You
hate crime,
you
dude. You can't do that. Can't
Yeah.
do that. Can't do that.
Whatever, dude, got him banned from Twitter.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's a crazy world we live in.
It is a crazy world, man.
Here we go.
So now he got
Hey,
a
here we go.
new profile.
Hey, watch your mouth, woman! Watch your mouth, woman!
Let me play.
We need to get a monitor on this side. So.
Hey, watch your mouth, woman! Watch your mouth, woman! Hey!
I remember.
Don't remember your Facebook photo, you better
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna remember your face. Remember this then, bitch.
I guarantee it. If you're standing next to LeBron James and alone in an elevator, you would not say that to him.
Dude, he would just be like this, like, come on.
Yeah,
I
but
like
still. Yeah, but still. It's like when Stephen A. Smith said that Cowboy Cerrone was a quitter.
Yeah.
It's like, would you say that to him if you were alone in an elevator? I don't think so.
Well, he screamed it. He didn't just say it. He screamed it.
Yeah.
He's a quitter.
And what if he had said that about one of the Diaz brothers?
I'm gonna tell
They'd
you
fight
what.
him. They'd fight him right there.
They'd punch him in the face.
Yeah.
Personally, I
Cowboy
think
Cerrone would.
those women could whoop Stephen A. Smith.
Hey, I
Oh,
would never-
Johanna? Johanna would whoop us. I'm not. Yeah.
Well,
there's no
Dude,
doubt.
I definitely wouldn't talk to
Can't
fucking
little me, but
McGregor
it
like
sure as hell
that.
be fun.
Yeah. I definitely wouldn't talk shit to McGregor at the bar drinking, doing shots.
Huh?
Man, you're
Lager.
a fucking bitch.
You wouldn't say that to Conor McGregor?
No. That guy's crazy. When you combine money with crazy, you get a whole lot of fun. You know what I'm saying? Remember when they
You got
stole...
you some proper number 12 in?
No, I don't have any. I've tried it. It's not bad.
Slaughter.
I think I still like my Jameson the best, but I could get down on some proper 12. It's pretty good whiskey.
You like Jameson better than Crown?
Oh man, it just depends. Like what kind of mood I'm in.
I didn't drink any of that Crown, because, you know, that's sipping whiskey, and I fucking drink mine. Man, I can't find the fucking soundboard.
Did you see? I was in Lincoln today for that closing, and I found this tavern, and of course I had to go in and eat there, right?
Oh, of course.
My dog was blue. I gotta put him down like that's for.
Yeah,
Show
I
some
remember
respect, Steve. Fucking asshole.
Did I just pull that out of your computer?
I pulled that out of your ass.
Oh, yeah, you did. You fucking blew out my O-ring.
Now he needs a rim job.
All right, 40 seconds. I'm gonna start the J Mecca at about 15 seconds. I think that intro's too long. What do you think about that?
Okay,
I think one
I
time.
agree.
20?
Yeah.
I think one time you should slip into Johnny Cash version.
15. All right. Yeah, I'm down, man.
You can run on for a long time, run on for a long time, run on for a long time. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. 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 Go and tell that long-tongued liar. Go and tell that midnight rider. Tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter. Tell him that God's gonna cut him down. Tell him that God's gonna cut him down. Well, my goodness gracious, let me tell you the news. My head's been wet with the midnight dew. I've been down on bended knee, talking to the man from Galilee. He spoke to me in a voice so sweet. I thought I heard the shuffle of angels.
It's not going live.
He called my name and my heart stood still when he said, Jay, go do my will. Go and tell that long-tongued liar. Go and tell that midnight rider. Tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter. Tell him that God's gonna cut him down.
It just says starting live video.
Run on for a long time. Run on for a long time. Run on for a long time. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. You may throw your rock and hide your hand, working in the dark against your fellow man. But as sure as God made black and white, what's done in the dark will be brought to the light. You can run on for a long time.
I'm gonna restart the phone.
For a long time. Run on for a long time. Sooner or later, got the man
This is
from
what it looks
Gap.
like for me now. It looks totally different.
Yeah, it got the update last week, remember? Because that's why we couldn't use this phone.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it was still getting the update, like when we were ready to go live.
And I can't even bring up the fucking podcast page. I don't know what's going on here.
Who's that?
That's you, my friend.
I don't.
My
I
brother.
guess that's last week, right?
I'm gonna refresh my drink. But
Fag it. 2 tears in a bucket. Those were some good fights, though. I still think the chicks stole the whole night.
Oh, for sure.
Oh my God, they were crazy, Jay.
Yeah, I need to watch it again. I was fucking hammered.
Oh my God, they were awesome. And like you said, I think the ref probably should have stepped in and stopped it. But who do you stop? Because both them chicks was getting beat up.
Yeah. So I remember, I think Johanna got the worst of it, but
yeah, I think so.
She got that nose pushed over. She was breathing out the side of her face.
Yeah, there's a point
All right.
where you just want to rip it off and get that.
we are live now.
He spoke to me in a voice so sweet. I thought I heard the shuffle of angels' feet. He called my name and my heart stood still when he said, Jay, go do my will. Go and tell that long-tongued liar. Go and tell that midnight rider. Tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter. Tell him that God's gonna cut him down. You can run on for a long time. Run on for a long time. Run on for a long time. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. You may throw your rock and hide your hand, working in the dark against your fellow man. But as sure as God made black and white, what's done in the dark will be brought to the light. You can run on for a long time. Run on for a long time. Run on for a long time. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. Go and tell that long-tongued liar. Go and tell that midnight rider. Tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter. Tell him the God's gonna cut you down. Tell him the God's gonna cut you down. You can run on for a long time. Run on for a long time. Run on for a long time. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. Yo. Never touch this, it's just too much substance. I broke through the chains, did away with the cufflinks. You can make a scene, but to me, it's nothing. You never match with a breakthrough in fashion. I'll resist the fabric and bring it back surely. Seen you on the shore, you repping the wrong jersey. Nah, I mean, they on the wrong team. Hate for chasers screaming out cream. Lord deliver us, you know I ain't giving up. They just wanna live it up on scratch offs and 50 bucks. Raised to the silly luck, I gotta keep it 100. Run it, clean how I done it, did it. I operate like City Hall, gotta put my city on. Didn't fit the first time, but I've been growing into it. They all getting giddy, gone. It's wrong to say I pity y'all. I'm too busy nodding, rather not respond to kitty calls. Y'all can get your quickie on. Watch what you slipping on, girl, what you sipping on, dog, what you barking about. I'd rather be penniless, making plenty sense. You living in a glass house, high rent, solo. I do it on my own, no YOLO. I never get cut, Kodo, for sure though. Pardon me, my God, I'm calling on them all. Can't stall, I gotta tell them all. You can run on for a long time, run on for a long time, run on for a long time. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. 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 Go and tell that long-tongued liar. Go and tell that midnight rider. Tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter. Tell him the God's gonna cut you down.
Colors, yeah.
Tell him the God's
I'm an
gonna
actor.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, live from MJ's Loft of Dreams apartment, this is the Moon Club podcast with AJ and MJ. The Moon Club will talk about anything under the moon. No subject will ever be taboo. This episode of the Moon Club podcast is brought to you by Realtor MJ Adelman, Bloomington Normal's premier realtor for Remax Rising and However Realtor. And I'm going to out-hustle everybody all day, every day, and double up on Sunday to prove it.
What's the state of the moon, brother? Let me check that shit out. And this song is called The State of the Moon. Currently, it is 6:06 p.m. It's Tuesday, March 10th, 2020. Currently, we're waning gibbous. We are 98% illuminated. That means we're moving away from the full moon, which was, I think, yesterday or the day before. It's 363,298,000 kilometers away from us. I fucked that up. 16 days old, going from Virgo to Libra. And it came up at 8:22 p.m., or it's going to come up at 8:22 p.m., and it's going to go down at 8:40 a.m. So that's almost like a 12-hour moon. So we knew that we're, and as far as the way the Earth wobbles, we're right in the middle of the wobble. We're moving into spring.
Wobble,
It feels
wobble.
fucking good.
That's right, we're moving into spring. It's supposed to snow on Saturday, though. Kind of sucks.
But we already moved our clocks forward, so we know the days are getting longer.
Lock the clock.
Yeah. What? Lucy, what's going on with you today?
We only got like another 20 seconds of that.
Steve,
We need to redo our intro.
what's your state of the moon?
I'm fully up. I'm gonna tell you that it is
You're
full
fully
blown.
erect? I got a fully full-on robot chubby.
If it can be erect, the moon is fully erect.
Hey,
All right,
hey,
Moon
can
Club
I say
podcast
one more
number
thing?
187, joined by Steve Trainer, friend of the Moon Club podcast. All right, what do you want to say?
I was going to say, we're currently, I don't know if you guys know, but we're currently in the Loft of Dreams until the studio gets fixed. Good evening, you lovely lunatics. That's their favorite part.
Yeah, they love it.
Yeah.
And it was 187 with.
It's 187 in your motherfucking ass.
I thought that I had the Jason Silva first. Where is Jason Silva? Oh, there he is. Weekly
What
Jason
up,
Silva
Moon
is
Clubbers?
Digital
I don't
Shamans.
remember asking you a goddamn
Shamanas.
Well, I think most of us can attest to the fact that consciousness, that experience, it requires constant mediation. We sort of educate ourselves. We learn about things that are fascinating. We create filters for our lives, information diets, so to speak, so that we only let in that which is going to enrich us and not stay in some small filter bubble, but instead constantly enlarge our filter bubble and pay attention to things that are going to uplift our imagination. And so today there's a generation of cultural luminaries or digital shamans, ecstatic technicians of the sacred, as Eric Davis says. And actually, Eric Davis is one of them. Eric Davis wrote Technosis, which is about the mystical undertones of technology. It's a brilliant book with chapters like the spiritual cyborg and humanity's desire to, conjure up awe now by looking at the Hubble Space Telescope as it calls forth our ever deeper, ever possible selves in the heavens. You know, I also like Stephen Johnson, another digital shaman. He wrote Where Good Ideas Come From, a natural history of innovation. He talks about creating spaces where ideas can have sex, creating spaces where ideas can intermingle with one another, mutate, transfuse. Things can be birthed into being in these creative spaces. A brilliant book. You have Ray Kurzweil, who wrote The Singularity is Near, When Humans Transcend Biology. How do we use emerging technologies that are evolving exponentially to transcend all previous limits and engineer our own godhood? An amazing read. Ernest Becker, who wrote The Denial of Death, distills the human condition to a series of illusions that we've programmed into our consciousness in order to make sense and imbue the universe with some kind of meaning so that we don't go mad. Brilliant book. Alan Harrington, who calls for the divinization of the human being, to literally use technology to make ourselves gods. That inspired actually a short film I made called The Immortalists on the web. And these thinkers, you know, this Ray Kurzweil, Eric Davis, Ernest...
Why'd that stop?
Technical difficulties, buffering.
Need a fluffer. Get the fluffer in here. Oh, Steve,
Fluffer.
wait. That was part of your job description.
I think our internet's struggling.
It is struggling.
Huh.
And it's
Sure,
in the
can you
world
shut
of
off my
technology with everybody jumping on the wild, wild web trying to expand their horizons into infinite
It's
wisdom.
the World Wide Web. You
What
read
did I
that?
say?
The Wild Wild Web.
That's what it is. The
All right,
wild,
well-
wild web.
Jason Silva on Digital Shamans. You guys have any comments on that?
Oh yeah, I do. I agree with them. But we'll
Digital
go
shaman.
on.
Jason Silva himself is a digital shaman, I would say.
Yeah.
Well, I think one thing that he was talking about and one thing that he was going to is our inevitable future to link with technology and to transcend our own bodies and go forth is like he even said through the Hubble telescope, you know, off into the universe and the only way that we could do that is to, you know, transverse our bodies into cyborgs.
You know, I've
or-
joked about this, that if Bernie Sanders is elected and looks like he's got maybe a possible chance, I would go back to school. If he's going to make education free, I'd go back and I would study biology. I would study microbiology. I would study biomimicry, which is fascinating to me. It's when we mock nature's own systems and create systems to benefit our life, because these systems are tried and true, like millions of years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Unfortunately, Bernie stands a snowball's chance in hell of winning, and
He
in my
said about
opinion-
where Barack Obama was when he got elected.
I think Barack Obama was further behind even.
Yeah.
But the Democratic machine right now, they're throwing everything behind Joe Biden. Like everybody just
Sleepy
dropped
Joe.
out.
Dude, it's like all those people
Everybody
that dropped
that
out.
has dropped out is backing Biden, right? It's
You know
just
why?
like, I hate to say it, but it's just like Sonny said. He's not part of the machine, and they don't want him in there.
He's a Wall Street buddy. And you know what? You know what? They've all got their fucking cabinet positions locked in, and I hope Warren has not endorsed Bernie Sanders yet, but I hope she does. It would show a lot
No,
of
she backed Biden.
Okay.
Well,
Well, I was going to say it would
oh,
show a
wait.
lot of integrity on her part. I don't think she's backed anybody yet.
Yeah, she might be still in the race. I might have missed it.
After he wins the next state, if she hops in, it's going to be meaningless.
Well, it's my opinion, you know, as far as presidents go, they're just a figurehead. And of course, the party wants the person involved or the person ahead that they can manipulate and then they control. And Joe Biden, let's be honest, he doesn't have an idea in his head.
If he had
other
a
than
thought in his head,
shaking
he would die of
hands.
loneliness.
Yeah,
Like, look
exactly.
at this man can't be president. Look at this. Listen to this. Ready?
I wonder which clip you're going to play.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by the go. You know the thing.
Scott, simply clever.
Dude, that's...
Unfortunately, if
I've
he's
done that.
nominated, Trump is going to tear him a new asshole.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, but the same thing with Bernie, though. I mean,
Yeah, he'll
Yeah.
try Bernie out. And that's the reason why the Democrats don't want Bernie is because Bernie is a free thinker. He's got his own
they can't
ideas
control Bernie.
Right.
and he's got his own agenda.
Yep.
You know, and so Joe Biden, again, he wouldn't know if he had an agenda if it was erect in his pants. You know, and
you know, check this out. It's like if it's like my choices are Trump or Bernie. It's like I'm either going to go for Trump or Bernie. It's like such a dichotomy. But you know what? When you're flipping a coin and you got heads or tails, those are my choices.
All right, let's get off of politics because the Moon Clubbers, they don't like it when we talk politics, but we did. I think we talked about this last week a little bit. We touched on it. about this idea, and maybe the week before, about like speaking things into existence, right?
Yeah.
And like both positive and negative. That's why you should only like try to entertain positive thoughts, and you should like try to speak positive things. Like I spoke about winning that guitar, and I did.
Yeah.
Here I think is an example of it. This is Oprah on stage, and she mentions balance
so here's my
twice.
definition of
It's almost like hypnotizing yourself. You know what I'm saying?
She said the word balance twice, and she's talking about balance live, not
You want the
necessarily
light off or
balance. Off. But and then this is what happens.
you have to name it to claim it. So here's my definition of what wellness means to me. This is my definition, not yours, just an idea, because you're going to be defining it for yourself. Wellness to me means all things in balance. And balance doesn't mean all things are equal or at peace at all times. Shoes.
Wrong shoes, she said.
Yeah, dude, it's like, you know what? You don't wear a dress like that with fucking stilettos. Even if you want to look tall and luxurious. But fucking God bless Oprah. If anybody talks shit about Oprah,
Go ahead.
I was just getting ready to say, 500-pound man can't walk in heels.
Hey, dude,
and it's hard for her as well.
did I ever tell you about the time
Isn't
that
it? I apologize.
That's all right.
See,
You
Trainer,
gotta apologize to me.
this is a good story. Let me
I apologize if it's a hate crime. Why would it be a hate crime? Put man in heels?
Are you called Oprah, man?
No. It was a,
Okay. All right, I'll let it slide. But honestly,
No,
and
she's not a man.
that was hard to watch because that's an old person fall because it wasn't graceful, and like once she got off balance, once she started to wobble, she was almost like
Yeah.
face plant.
yeah.
It
I mean,
was-
she
it
was
was-
going down. It was just a question of how long is it gonna take.
Right. It was better than her performance in The Color Purple.
It really was, I think. I actually did.
Dude, hey, did I ever tell you about the time that I told Ellen DeGeneres to go fuck herself?
That might be the funniest thing you've ever said on the
Yeah.
podcast. Yeah.
Yeah. Check this out.
187.
See, Trainer,
When they dig in your mouth.
I've never told this story, but one day it's like I found this video of a raccoon sitting there with a bib eating a bowl of cherries, and I thought it was the funniest thing ever, so I shared it. I got like I think 1,600 likes or shares on it, and I got this message on Facebook from Ellen DeGeneres saying, "Hey, you won this contest. Please respond, and we'll send you your reward back." And so I typed in, "Go fuck yourself, Ellen." And I was telling this girl that I work with that's really good friends with the Ellen DeGeneres fan page. And she goes, yeah, it's like all you got to do is look up in the top corner, see if it's a verified page to see on Facebook. And I was like, yep, it was definitely had that blue dot.
Verification.
And
Now,
so
Twitter has verifications. I'm not sure if Facebook does.
so it's like, so apparently I told Ellen DeGeneres to go fuck
There
herself.
might
But
be some holes in your story.
no, you know what? I can verify this. I can actually verify all this because
If
the
there
people
was a
that I
hole in
talked
the
to.
story, Ellen would try to lick it.
Yeah, and I can even find the video that I shared with the raccoon with the bib eating a bowl of cherries. It was a great video.
It is a good video.
That's for sure.
Raccoons have freaking freaky hands. man.
They have,
Yeah.
they don't actually have,
And they're great conversationalists.
They
yeah.
are. They are.
They don't actually have an opposable thumb, but they can grab a fucking cherry like they do.
They look
They'll
like
fuck
they
you
have
up,
a
too.
double
Did I ever tell you about the time that I was at my friend Dave? I'm not going to mention his last name because I've gotten in trouble for that before, but I was. This
You
is
know
after,
who you are, Dave.
This is after I drove a cab for 12 hours. I go to my buddy's house, I get high, then I'm driving home, and I'm going through Hayworth, and the most important part about the story is my window was stuck down about this far. So I'm driving through Hayworth, and I turn around and I look, and there's a fucking raccoon sitting there holding a fucking Reese's peanut butter cup and staring right up at me. So I didn't make direct eye contact with him. I just pulled over to the side of the road real slow, got out, went around, opened the door, and that thing jumped out of my back door. And I called my buddy Dave J.
Oh wait, he was in your car.
Yeah.
Okay.
The thing had jumped in my car.
I don't think you include, or maybe I missed it.
Yeah,
I
I
don't know.
missed that.
Well, you know what? When I first got my car and I got on the road, I looked over and I saw all these orange pieces of paper crumpled up on
Shredded.
my shredded on my passenger seat. And I'm
You
like,
should have
that's
taken
weird.
him home and kept him as a pet. They're very, very friendly fellows, as long as you don't fuck with them.
No, you got to raise them since they're children.
And
No,
you
no, no,
gotta
no. You can
get a
domesticate.
Brady
I don't think you can domesticate a feral raccoon.
You can
can.
domesticate anything with food.
Ooh,
Yeah.
well said.
Anything
And that's
with
how we did the
nipples.
wolves.
Yeah. Anything. Like, you want to milk me?
You want to milk me, Greg? I got no.
So
All right.
anyway,
Do you want to talk about the coronavirus? Are you done with the raccoon story?
Well, I
No,
say
not
we
yet,
should
not
all
yet.
say fuck Ellen. And
Here's the cap on the Ellen story. I'm like, I called my buddy Dave, and I'm like, hey, Dave Joyce, fuck it.
You
And
know
I
Dave.
called my buddy Dave
Oh,
Joyce.
shit. You put Dave on blast and you said he
And
would
I said, hey, you know that raccoon that's
You
been
already
getting...
said Dave was getting high.
I said, you know that raccoon
Yeah.
that's been
What
getting
year was
into your
that?
trash, right? And he goes, yeah. And I said, well, he lives in Hayworth now. It might have been she, though. I don't mean to assign gender to a raccoon.
That's a hate crime, man.
I never saw a penis.
You're on the hate crime situation, aren't you?
I'm trying to walk the straight and narrow, and I'm trying to save you guys from getting Me Too or He Too,
Yeah.
I guess.
You too?
You know, I think we should start a He Too movement.
You should.
I think you gotta have a finger in your butt for that.
I'm not opposed to that.
Oh, you're
Right.
halfway there.
Well, you better use two then.
There you go.
And I'm all the way there.
All right, Dr. Drew is outraged at the way the media is portraying the coronavirus.
As well as I.
Here we go.
I mean, I'm no Dr. Drew or Adam Carolla.
Oh, I had it there for a reason.
Right?
I'm just gonna play it from there.
Don't know how to tell that we're actually having a pandemic because X is overreacting, and it makes me furious.
I'm hearing this from doctors left and right.
Yes, and we are not overreacting. The press is.
In parts of China. So, Dr. Drew, are we overreacting
Yes. Yes.
Dr. Drew,
Be reporting medical stories as though they know how to report it. We will, if we have a pandemic, I won't know how to tell that we're actually having a pandemic because everything is an emergency. People, the CDC, the epidemiologists need to take this very seriously. The press needs to shut up because you're more likely to die of influenza right now.
That's what doctors are saying. However, I'm not trying to go against
Wait,
you.
are you
but the
comparing
question is
Dr.
now
Drew to
being
Hitler?
solved in
Yeah.
terms of fatalities,
That's a hate
362, and they're
Yeah,
saying
but
it
his
spreads.
hair is totally different
Rate
without the
is lower.
mustache.
But they're saying it spreads fast.
It's a mild illness. It spreads all over the
He's
place, and it's only
obviously
at least
Aryan, right?
17,000 documented infected.
And
I
plus
bet there's
Hitler never
hundreds
wore
of thousands
glasses.
of cases. 300 deaths.
Okay.
And always in immunocompromised
And Dr. Harris-
people,
Harris-
always in
Dr.
people
Drew's
that
hair
are
is
at
not
risk for
moving
these
at all.
sorts of
He
things
has to, like,
if
sleep.
they get a severe viral respiratory infection.
Need to shine on
Whether
his
flu
head.
or corona or whatever,
They powder that
all of
shit
these
up.
can hurt people who are compromised. They can. The rest of us need to wash our hands carefully, get our influenza vaccines, listen to the CDC. If there's a problem, they will let
All right,
us
so
know.
Dr.
The
Drew,
CDC made it very
I
clear
don't
that
think washing our
Pfizer.
hands of the situation is going to solve anything. I think we need to address it. We don't need to panic, and everybody stay cool.
Stop freaking out.
That's my advice to you.
tell that bitch be cool.
Bitch,
Tell
be
that
cool.
bitch be cool.
Be like Fonzie. What's Fonzie like? He's cool. Yeah, that's right. That's
I-
right, Yolanda.
Mundo.
I do agree, though, that it's a serious issue, and you know, I shared with you my opinion as far as it being a 1%er trying to take all the old folks out, and that's basically what it boils down to. Just like it started in China, and let's be honest, the Chinese was basically in a civil war. You know, they were almost in a revolution, and all of a sudden, boom. You know, they wanted them to get in their homes and start having curfews, and they just wouldn't. And
Get in your homes.
so all of a sudden, what? They
Holmes.
release a virus on their own people. Yeah, I said it. They release a virus on their
You know
own
what?
people.
This world would probably be a lot easier to manage if we had like 1/3 the population just wiped off.
That
Well,
was the premise of the
AIDS-
last Marvel movie.
The
right?
AIDS virus.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
It
and
was
the last
actually
Marvel movie.
50%, yeah,
Yeah.
of everyone in the universe. Oh,
You know, it's kind of like
yeah. Snap of the fingers.
Yep.
it's kind of like the Earth is a large living organism, and it is cleansing itself. And like George Carlin said, it's going to shake humans off of it like a bad case of the fleas.
Well, it happens all the time throughout history. There's
Yeah.
been, you know, devastating plagues and whatever that have, you know, devastated the population of the whole planet.
The ash trees of McLean County right now, in the past 20 years, have experienced the ash borer, which is like basically thin the flock, so to speak. It's almost like a biological fire for the.
Show of hands, who cares about the damn ash trees? We're talking about something.
When 1 in 3 ash trees
Okay.
in your county are
Was that the Asian longhorn beetle?
I don't know. I didn't get a look at its horn, but
Or was it
seemed-
the dung beetle?
It seemed
Dung
pretty
beetle,
adequate.
Dung.
Dude, when I drove a cab, people used to always ask me, it's like, do you have an ox cord? I'd be like, I wouldn't call it an ox cord, but it's pretty big.
Mindy Sue says wash your hands with soap and hot water for at least 20 seconds. Roy Rambo says, "Be cool," and then he says, "Sing happy birthday."
I was gonna say, sing happy birthday, yeah.
Dude, you know what?
That's a
Okay,
good
check
advice.
this out. I'm gonna come out with a new cleaner that kills 0.01% of all germs and viruses, and then everybody's gonna be okay.
Yeah,
I'm getting the other
you get
part.
the 99.9, then you can get Austin's 0.01, and you're good.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
It's
a good
basically,
idea.
basically, it's either gonna be gasoline.
We talked about
or just
math
straight
problems
water.
before, right? If you're
Yeah.
killing 99.9, you need 0.1, not 0.1.
Well, he said 99.9, then you need 0.01, right? Or it'd be 0.99 is what he meant.
0.01. Did I miss a
It
decimal
would just
point,
be
brother?
0.1.
And then now they're not gonna get my joke.
I'm not a math scholar, but pretty sure it's just.
Speaking
0.1.
of math, don't you got a segue into something?
I do. Let me finish this on the coronavirus, though, because I've got this
It is
article
serious.
from the New York Post about how the New York City strip clubs are handling the coronavirus.
Hey, strippers need to wash their hands.
The dancing may be dirty, but the New York strip clubs are keeping it clean during the coronavirus outbreak.
Nothing is hotter than a stripper with a medical mask on. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Well, I think it was the Bloodhound Gang that told us the lap dance is so
Always
much better when the stripper is crying.
It definitely is.
Right?
Yeah.
Local
You
poll
better
places
use
are
2
doing
fingers.
just fine amid mounting fears over the COVID-19 by making it rain hand sanitizer and monitoring strippers' possible exposure to the deadly coronavirus. Flash Dancers NYC, which has locations in Times Square and Tribeca, is conducting, quote, thorough deep cleanses twice a day between each shift. A manager named Bob K., who declined to give his last name, tells the Post. Strippers are also wearing face masks, says the Flash Dancers manager, but I think we were joking around. Still panic over being exposed to crowd spaces has seriously stalled the stock market. Oh, okay, we won't get into that. But yeah,
I've just seen my new calling, man.
yep.
My new calling is to clean strippers.
Mhm.
That is my freaking calling. You come off the stage, I'm gonna wipe you down. I'm gonna go wipe the pole down.
Come here, girl. Let me lube you up with
Exactly. Hand sanitizer.
Dude, you know what?
sanitizer.
You
Let me
know what?
sanitize you.
Dude, I'm not going to sanitize or wipe anybody down, but my one restriction, and I think this is I'm really making a sacrifice here. I'm going to stop asking girls to go ass to mouth for like at least the next 2 months.
That's a
thoughtful.
serious hardship that you're
Well,
going to
dude,
endure.
this is a serious pandemic, and I think other people need to take it seriously as well, like I am.
All right. So what Steve was alluding. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, I have one more thing, and this is all. I'm just thinking of these girls' safety.
Right.
Do not pick up that dirty money with your freaking hands.
Right.
Do
Yeah.
not pick up that money with your hands.
Do it with your tits or your ass.
Or your ass, or
Yeah.
whatever else you can do it with.
As a matter of fact,
do it.
there's something called a prison wallet. Steve, you want to speak on that?
Well, I'm currently carrying 365 large
Large cocks.
bucks.
$365,000 in his ass and $1 bills.
I've kept this watch, this uncomfortable hunk of piece of metal.
At my ass
That's
for the
And
last
now
10
it's
years.
yours.
Snatch.
All right, this is a math problem. Now this aired on MSNBC, and I think anybody with a junior high school education should be able to debunk this. I'm not going to give any more
Well, no,
insight.
it's
Now,
like-
these are freaking college graduates, though.
Right.
Yeah, dude,
Right.
they literally missed the decimal point by like 7 zeros.
Or more, yeah.
Where his mouth is, and to make a huge difference by helping Joe Biden. And that would be quite a legacy for him. And I think that's what he's looking at. So once he can kind of have a moment, swallow his pride, and get back to work, that would be the best thing for the Democrats.
But you see it as a possibility if he wants to spend $1 billion beating this guy, he could do it.
Absolutely. Somebody tweeted recently that actually with the money he spent, he could have given every American $1 million.
I've got it. Let's put it up on
Yeah.
the screen. When I read it tonight on social media, it kind of all became clear. Bloomberg spent $500 million on ads. U.S. population 327 million. Don't tell us if you're ahead of us on the math. He could have given each American $1 million and have had lunch money left over. It's an incredible way of putting it.
It's an incredible way of putting it. It's true. It's disturbing. It does. It
is disturbing.
These are the smartest people in the room, right?
Right,
These
right.
are the people that are like
Let's
giving
put
us our
them on
news.
TV.
You know, he could have sent us all a pamphlet, which is exactly what he did, right?
Well, I got a few of them.
Yeah.
Hey, and you know what he did? He did the Austin Powers $1 million.
I got
what?
I got a call. I got a text. I got a pamphlet from Bloomberg. I think that's it.
That was all paid for, yeah. And then one of the pamphlets was beautiful. It had a bunch of candles and it's like, we got to end this gun violence and stuff. And plus it had a picture of a large soda on it. It's like, we got to end these 56-ounce sodas.
I also got a text from the Bernie Sanders people, and I responded that I like the Larry David impersonation of Bernie Sanders a lot better.
Would you vote for Bernie Sanders or Bloomberg? If you had to choose.
I don't know enough about Bloomberg. I just know that
watching.
he's really rich and he's the mayor of New York.
I would go ahead and I like my cola in a liter. I like a liter cola.
Liter
No,
cola?
cola,
I like-
not cola.
Honestly, I like Bernie, but I don't think he's gonna make it. He's too frail. He's too old, and I think some of his ideas would ruin the country. Honestly.
Now I know that you don't like talking politics on the Moonco podcast.
Yep, but here we go.
And I don't want to
That's the
even
caveat.
jump in
That's the
to
disclaimer.
a side. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I propose, like in any job, there's a damn retirement age. 65 years old is the cutoff for these people. Get them damn senators out of there that's just
Go be a
voting for their
Walmart greeter
friends.
at that point.
Exactly. 90-year-old
That's not
senators.
retirement, though. That's not retirement.
Hey, they need to do something. But
Well, you can do
What
it.
do you mean
they can no
Dude,
longer
you
run
turned
the country.
65 in what, 3 months?
No, Austin, I'm behind you actually.
Are you?
No, I'm not. But what I mean,
Who
let's
dropped
be
the
honest.
soap?
You're 50
Oops,
already,
I
right?
get it.
No, I'm not the oldest guy in this room.
Oh, I thought you were older than me.
No. You're,
So you turn
you're
50
like
like November,
way
right?
older. Yeah, I like in July.
In July.
Yeah.
July what? No, I'm just kidding.
I'm
Nobody cares.
only for presents.
personal.
Only for presents. But and again, we'll get off the politics. But
Mindy says she agrees with Steve. They are all too old.
yeah, they're just way
Yeah,
too
dude,
old.
at one time our two choices were two 70-year-old rich white men.
I mean, my mom is 73 years old, and I love that woman to death. She says the craziest off-the-wall shit and then forgets about it.
Yeah.
You know? And we tease her relentlessly, and I love her to death. You know, I'm not going to say that we don't. But you see it
Frankenstein
on
never
the news.
scared me.
Of course they're going to make fun of Trump because he speaks out of pocket and you don't know what the hell he's talking about. And then you look on the other side and they're doing the same thing. And their average age is 70-something fucking years old.
Yep.
They're not going to be able to speak for me. They're not going to be... And
It's funny though because the Democratic Party, and after this we'll quit talking about politics.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be the party of inclusion and racial equality and all this, and like we're down to these two old white guys again. We're down. That's what we're
We're down to two rich white men.
They want black coaches in the NFL, but there's two of these white guys.
Right. It's like, did you interview a black coach for this position? You have to legally.
Oh, we just had a black president. We don't need another one for at least 20 years.
Yeah. All right, so let's get off politics. LeBron James says that he will not partake in playing games if there are no crowd.
Horseshit.
I think this is kind of bullshit as well. Let's see what LeBron James
Horseshit.
says.
LeBron, apparently the possibility has arisen of playing NBA games with fans in the arena just to be safe because of coronavirus. Have you thought about what that might be like?
Who?
Who what?
Who what? We play games without the fans?
Yeah.
No, it's impossible.
I think maybe he's paying respect to the fans.
I ain't got the fans in the crowd. That's what I play for. I play for my teammates, I play for the fans. That's what it was all about. So if I show up to an arena and ain't no fans in there, I ain't playing. So.
Well, guess what? That's your job,
right?
That is.
Fight for the fucking 8 billion people that are watching at home.
Hey, watch your mouth, woman! Watch your mouth, woman!
That really is just going to come across as just noise.
I don't know. It might come across perfect. You never know.
Well, we'll find out. We will find out.
And I'm going to say this. Now, LeBron has a lot of money, of course. And he spends a lot of money on his hair or not hair or fake hair. Buy a damn mustache, LeBron. If you're going to rock a beard,
dude.
buy a mustache.
LeBron, get a fucking mustache.
Seriously.
Come on, get with it, brother.
But I think, and Steve made this point before we were on air, like, yeah, there's thousands of people in the stadium,
25,000.
right? But there's millions of people watching across the country and in China, apparently.
And in North Korea.
So if it's your job, if you're a professional athlete, and it comes down to you have to play without the fans, you're obligated to do that. right?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And I would love it. It would be like that one commercial, remember, where all you hear is the ball bounce in the sneaker?
Yeah, and all you got is Leonardo fucking DiCaprio and fucking Ashton Kutcher there.
Yeah, you get 3 celebrities in each of
Plus
them.
one, yeah.
Right.
But they've all got masks on.
Horse masks.
Or maybe gag balls. I like to see Ashton Kutcher
Unicorn
with a
mask.
gag ball in his mouth.
I think your
Ball
ball
cock.
cock is what you're looking
Ball
at.
cock.
Yeah.
All right. So LeBron, you need to play ball, man.
And get a mustache. Play ball, get a mustache.
LeBron, get with it and get a fucking mustache. Even if it's one of the glue-on ones you bought down at
Yeah.
the fag store.
Or draw it on like you do the hair on top.
Yeah.
You know, paint that shit on.
So what do we got here?
Blind Fury.
Oh, snap.
I have long said that if the real estate thing doesn't work out for me, I'm going to become a battle rapper. But with this guy in the room, I don't know that I would have a chance. And he's... Steve, what is this guy's deal?
Well, he's about a little bit younger than us, but he is blind and I do believe autistic, or has some level of autism.
Okay. Let's
He's
see what
very
he does.
artistic, as you will see.
I pop beans and I roll with Justin. I drank lean, not roll with Tussin. You know I'm bugging. I told her we related just so the bitch would blow my cousin. I'm coming back and I'm spitting fire. And you singing like Jeremiah. I won't retire. I'm gonna get higher. I'm gonna be flyer. You a fucking liar like Stitch C. Lyrically, y'all be killing me up in the industry. I drink vodka mixed with the Hennessy. I really don't do that, but you get it, B? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let me kill him with the flow. Sniff another quarter ounce of blow. Put it in your nose, cause the motherfuckers already be knowing that I'm touring on the road. I be like, whoa, like Black Rob, motherfucker, know that I be.
All right, so...
Somebody's smoking.
Yeah, that dude was killing it. And we've also got... We had another video of him...
Well, he was on 106 in Park and BET in battle rap, and he won the whole thing. And he literally killed these guys, yeah. I mean,
We had him against...
It was ridiculous. K9?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He told K9 should change his name to Dog Poo.
Dog Doo-Doo, I think.
All right. This is him in a freestyle battle rap with K9. We'll skip
I speak heat to your bitter head. You gon' need for it.
What I'm talking about.
We'll hear the end of K9.
Yeah, I ain't worried about a blind jury. Only way I lose if I'm judged by a blind jury.
What I'm talking about. Now, hold on. First of all, I want to be clear. That was a nice way to come out the gate right there. You do some nice jabs. Blood, you ready, baby? Let's go bring the beat back.
Here's another one, here's another one, here's another one, K9's another one, yeah, here's another one, hey yo, check it, listen, I'm about to show you where the blind jokes get you, I promise this probably feel like a cyclone hit you, you call yourself K9, I'm a beast, grinding your teeth and your rhyming is weak, you're trying to be G, keep that neutral, change the name from K9 to Dog Doodle, I do it too, think like Roman noodles, you couldn't rhyme how this Mike Watts top you screwed you. Yeah, and take that back to Texas. I'm off the chain like I snatched half your necklace. I eat rap cats for breakfast. Hope you don't forget it. You can go catch the message.
All right, so yeah.
And he laid that golden microphone on the ground. Like
K9, rest in peace.
But that was like the Devil Went Down to Georgia fucking rap battle style, huh?
Exactly. And there was two more battles.
Why hasn't that came out yet?
2 more rounds in that contest, and yeah, he literally kills everybody. Like I said, he goes up
Annihilated.
and wins the championship for the whole season. And he's awesome. If anyone wants to look him up, it is Blind Fury. He's badass. He is my hero.
So now I realize that if the real estate game doesn't work out, well, I've got a long way to go on my rap battle career.
Well, you just got to step your game up. That's
I do.
all.
Yeah,
you know, the game's always
well,
going to change.
every once in a while,
Remain
somebody
the same.
comes along that makes everybody else raise their game. You know, like Michael Jordan did that.
Yeah.
Exactly. He changed the whole NBA.
So, check this out.
Go.
Bill Maher was on the Joe Rogan Experience podcast, and this is the very end of it. And Joe Rogan brings up Kyle Dunnigan's impersonation of Bill Maher. You ever seen that? And at first he says Kyle Kalinske was wrong, but it was Kyle Dunnigan. But Bill Maher was like, obviously he was like very frustrated by the whole thing because he had obviously seen it, but at first he denies it and then he says he's seen it. So Larry, let's go.
Then you can tell.
I heard you say that once when you were laughing at some guy doing a terrible impression of me, and it's a very
Kyle Kalinske. He does a great impression of you.
I didn't know who he was.
Have you ever seen the face swap version that he does of you? On Instagram?
No.
Oh.
I don't know what
Find that before we leave. What's that? Did I say Klinsky? Sorry. Sorry, Kyle.
No, we don't have to look at this. I'm leaving.
It's amazing.
To you, it was amazing. It wasn't. I don't man. People have done me, and I can laugh at it. It's not that it was
He's
just.
your face. He's got your face, and he's doing an impression of you. You've never seen this?
I saw what. Anyway, the point.
Doesn't matter.
All right,
yeah,
so
it doesn't matter. The
so
point.
I just played that because hold on, you leave it off.
Okay.
He said it's a terrible impersonation.
Yeah.
All right, watch this. You tell me if this is a terrible impersonation.
Now another episode of Bill Maher reading to children.
Okay, this is Green Eggs and Ham by Dr. Seuss. I do not like green eggs and ham. Oh, really? He doesn't like rotten food? What a shocker. New rule. If you crack open an egg and green shit comes out, don't put it in your mouth. Put it in the fucking garbage. Okay. I do not like them on a boat. I do not like them on a goat. What the... Who the fuck would eat food off a dirty farm animal? And just FYI, if you don't like your rotten eggs...
If you just heard that, I would have a hard time figuring out if that was
I
an
couldn't tell the
impersonation
difference.
or if it was, right?
I couldn't tell the difference.
So the idea that that's a horrible impersonation, that just... Yeah.
Well, you know, Bill Maher is pretty full of himself.
Yeah,
I mean,
he
let's
is.
be honest.
Remember him in Body Double? When he was an actor. With Melanie Griffith.
Oh, yeah.
I remember Melanie.
He was an actor, wasn't he?
Yeah. Now he's a political something.
Well,
Tool.
Tool?
We'll say Tool.
I don't know. I agree with a lot of what he says.
I do like a little bit of Bill Maher, but like I said, he is full of himself. But what I like is like he calls it down the like he'll call out the left or the right, and he doesn't care. He'll just call it.
Yeah,
as he
so
does.
I
respect
appreciate that, yeah.
But apparently he doesn't like being made fun of.
But you know, he's a good host because he's witty and he's funny and he's quick.
Yeah, he is. He just can't. He's got thin skin.
Yeah.
But you smell your own shit every day, so you know what I mean. You gotta be able to shake that shit.
Everybody loves the scent of their own brand.
You know, I'm gonna be honest.
Naked Dave's watching.
One thing
Naked
that's really effed up with the world today and stuff. When we were kind of touching on it before, is everybody's got to be so damn sensitive, and jokes aren't even funny no more, and it's racist or it's what were you saying? Hate crimes and all this stuff.
Well, like there was a guy that was like, and I should know this better, but he was talking about how like he gets all these chicks on Twitter or something, and somebody responded that he gets more chicks and all, but the guy was trans, but he didn't know it, so he just said he's responding. He's like, whatever, dude, and he got banned from Twitter for calling a trans person a dude. He didn't even know.
Yeah.
Right.
How could you? I mean, or is everybody gonna have to start wearing scarlet letters and stuff? Say, throw their initial up on there, like I'm head row, or I'm LBGQ.
So would you share
whatever?
Hey, would you share your bathroom with a trans?
Well, why not? I mean, I'd rather do that than somebody that's got corona.
Okay, so trans in your
Now,
case.
if there's a trans that had corona, they can use the next bathroom.
Trans corona.
Dude, so a trans in your case would be a FTM, which is female to male, using your bathroom. So would you would mind a female in there that's transitioning
Whatever,
to male?
dude. As long as they're not trying to fuck you, who cares? Use the bathroom.
Well, I do think, and
what
this
if
is
there's a
just
glory
my
hole in that
opinion
bathroom?
again. It's my opinion. It don't account for much. I do think that under 18, you should not be able to make that choice. You know what I mean? In other words, I think
I'd agree
that
with
if you're in high school, and it has happened, and if you're in high school and all of a sudden you're a 15-year-old boy that wants to identify as a girl, and now you're changing in the girls' locker room.
There is this phenomenon right now of these woke parents that want to be woke that are like encouraging their children to transition at a young age,
And giving them hormone therapy and stuff.
That's abuse.
In
I don't know if I call it abuse, but I think it's
definitely abuse.
Neglectful parenting. If you're raising a son and it's like he obviously wants to be a girl, you can tell when in first grade when he's like skip roping or hopscotching with the girls and totally identifies. It's like, hey, I want to dress like this. Like by the time they're 16, 17, it's like you can't start transitioning them then. It's like you gotta wait till you're 18. I think it's a case-by-case situation, and I would let the parents and the child make that decision. I don't think any government policy should be put into place to tell people what they're
I was
going to do with their
specifically
life.
talking about parents that are encouraging their children to transition.
Right. At like 4 or 5 to play with dolls or whatever. Yeah, it's like I disagree with
my
that.
mind doesn't work like that, so I really can't wrap my head around everything and say that I know everything that's going on with every child and every person on the face of the planet. But now, if you are having feelings that to where like, okay, I'm a young man, 13, 14, 15 years old. I'm attracted to another, man. I don't feel like a man. Am I gay, or do I want to be a woman? Do I want to identify as a woman?
I think but it's different. It's even different than sexual. Like, forget about whether you're attracted to the opposite sex or the same sex. This is just like
it's gender.
You feel
gender, right?
Yeah, it has nothing to do with sexuality. It's about gender.
Well, I could see an adult making that choice, but again, a child that's not even sure what feelings they're having, and at those times, 13, 14,
right.
15.
I remember being 13.
Those
right?
are when you're having sexual feelings. You know what I mean?
And you might not even know it though. You don't really know what it is.
Yeah, your body's changing anyhow.
Right.
So of course your mind's going to change, and like you said, and I might use terms that aren't politically correct, and fuck you. No, I'm kidding. I ain't trying to offend nobody.
But you already said it. It's out there, Steve.
You remember being 13 and you like look at a billboard with a scantily clad woman on it, you're like, oh, what the fuck's going on down here?
Right.
Yeah.
Or just for no reason sometimes. Sitting in like fucking sixth
like Eddie Murphy
grade.
said, my dick get hot when the wind blows.
Yeah, well, I can honestly, and like Austin said, I mean, comedians have said this, you be sitting in class, be like, I'm going to take an F for today.
Right.
Steve, come up to the blackboard and work out this problem.
I'll take a 0.
And you should never wear sweatpants to school, because you wear sweatpants to school, that's automatic
Not
erasure.
between like 12 and 14 for sure.
I wish I could go back right now. It's like at 49 and be in that 5th grade class with pitching a tent. Just go up there to the chalkboard.
He's gonna be
and like
jail.
stretch out like this and be like,
hey, this
I'll
is
solve
live.
this problem.
This is live on the internet.
This is 12.
Well,
6 plus 6
you as a
equals 12.
12-year-old.
All right,
Yeah,
so
you
check this
having
out.
the confidence is what you're saying.
Infection, the official movie trailer, and I'm a sucker for a good zombie movie.
Hold on.
I love Good Erections now, and I wasn't fond of them in the 5th grade.
Is it infection or is it infection?
It might be Infection. I don't know, because it is a foreign language film and it's subtitles. But
Is
that's
this,
not
one
even,
is this one that got Best Picture? What was the one that got Best Picture?
No, this is new. This is just coming out. It might. I don't know. Maybe it was released at Sundance.
No,
or something.
it's-
I don't know much about it, but. Oh no,
No, we're
you're-
bringing it to y'all.
What pandemic or what's the thing I'm thinking of? It's called
the Asian film.
Yeah.
That's Bukkake for beginners.
Bukkake.
For beginners.
Yeah.
It's always fun when it's their first Bukkake film. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Because the
Yeah,
shock on
always
their
a little-
face.
always a little scared.
The shock.
Hit the light
on their face.
Listo. Seguro. Ya sé que son tus abuelos, ¿ok?
Tranquilo, Adán. Es solo una semana.
The first report came from 2 days ago at a public hospital in Caracas.
Well, what about the hospital? What did the doctor and G have to say?
There's no investigation. The hospital is in quarantine.
Doctora, una enfermedad no bacteriana.
Paso está cerrado. Por favor, tenemos personas enfermas acá.
I'm Dr. Lucy Blake. I'm from the World Health Organization.
Parasite, that's it. Thank you, Minnie.
Alright, so that is the new movie Infection. And
Infection.
Infection. It looks pretty good.
And I'm inclined to agree with you because, like you, I am a zombie aficionado.
Yeah.
I love anything zombie, anything and everything. If it's got the dead after it, it's all good.
What about how do you feel about Zombieland?
I love Zombieland.
Yeah.
I haven't
You see
seen
two?
the second one yet.
Oh, it's good too.
I want to. I'll probably buy it as opposed to because like I said, I do collect it. One of my favorite zombie movies, Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Shaun of the Dead is
That's
flipping
good.
hilarious.
And I don't know if people could hear us say that, but Mindy Sue did say Parasite is the Oscar-winning winner for Best Picture.
Parasite!
Absolutely right. So we've only got like 12 minutes left, and I have
13 minutes of content.
We are.
Fuck.
going to see Bert Kreischer on the 27th, and Tom Segura is dropping a new movie. So I've got their 2 trailers that I'm going to play here live on the Moon Club podcast. And the first one is Bert Kreischer Yamashino official trailer for Hey Big Boy.
My wife saw her first porn the other day.
I think my favorite comedian going right now, by the way.
Rephrase that. My wife caught me watching porn the other day.
Oh wait, I gotta back that up because that was the funny part.
My wife saw her first porn the other day. Let me rephrase that. My wife caught me watching porn the other day. And this was not for the faint of heart. This was mascara running. Like, she's like, what the fuck is that? I'm like, that is a blowjob. She's like, they don't make regular porn? I go, what's regular porn? She's like, the stuff we do. I go, you mean a bloopers reel? No. She won't even fuck me if I'm sick. I will definitely have sex with her when she's sick. She's like, I don't want to get you sick. I was like, we'll practice safe sex. She's like, you are going to wear a condom. I was like, no. Doggy style, so you cough into the wall. You got a cold woman, not AIDS.
All right, so that is Bert Kreischer. I will be going to see him on March 27th at the Peoria
that's good comedy.
Civic Center.
That's good comedy.
And
some people are just hilarious with their shirt off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you can do comedy with his shirt on.
MG's actually got a picture of Bert Kreischer with his shirt off. And dude, you know what? I think you might have been infected with the coronavirus at that point.
Who?
When you touch Bert Kreischer's nipple against yours.
Nipple to nipple?
Nipple.
So he does a podcast with Tom Segura called Two Bears, One Cave, which is one of the best podcasts out there right now.
It's
and
that's like Two Girls, One Cup, right?
This exactly like that. This is the trailer for Tom Segura's new stand-up special, and this
Not
is coming out on
diminishing
Netflix
pet love. Pet love is real. I have a dog that I adore. But here's the difference between my love for that dog and my kids. If that dog were to hurt one of my kids, immediately and without question,
the YouTube phone fell
I
down.
would drown that dog, right? And I mean through yelps like, ah, I go, like that. And then I would give it to my son. And I'd be like, remember when that hurt you? I killed it.
How old's a dog? How old's a kid?
What am I supposed to do with this dead dog? And I go, I don't know. Maybe learn to stand up for yourself so you don't have to do shit like that, right? It's a very divisive joke. People who are like, don't do the yelp. It makes it real. And then other people were like, do the yelp. That's my favorite shit, man.
It's such a great time for comedy right now. There's so
Right.
much good shit out there. I still haven't watched the Pete Davidson one.
I haven't watched it either, but you know, we went and saw Segura's last bit when it was still kind of unpolished.
Yeah.
And he's already working on another bit. I think it's going to be even better, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, when we saw him, I wasn't that impressed.
He was a
but
C+.
His last two, like Disgraceful and Mostly Stories, that's like two of the funniest things I've
So
ever
he's
seen.
had two since we went and saw him?
No, those were before we saw him.
Oh, okay.
Like the last one we saw,
it was just unpolished.
He recorded, he was still working on a bit. He recorded that, I think, probably at the end of last year, I think November.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, still, I didn't feel as though we wasted our money.
No, like you're talking about like good comedy.
Yeah.
You're comparing him to himself. Like he has been better, but
Yeah.
he's still fucking funny.
The pizza at Lou Malnati's, though, I thought was a D at best. I don't know. It's like.
But again, you're comparing Lou Malnati's pizza to Lou Malnati's because.
Or actually, I'm comparing
And
Lou
I love
Malnati's.
2 Ds.
I'm comparing Lou Malnati's to a pizza that I would make.
2 Ds.
Yeah. Although that one you made Saturday night was shit, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It was shit.
I burnt the bottom of it. Did you try it?
You burnt the top of it
I
too.
didn't try
You
it.
burnt the bottom through the top. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie to you.
Did you try?
No, I seen it.
No. We should have tried it though, because it was pretty good. Some pizzas are ugly.
When
Some
I-
good pizzas are ugly.
When I walked home, I strapped it to my shoes and used it as soles.
Yeah.
Dude, I was gonna call you an Uber.
No, I'm all good, man.
Okay.
I like walking.
I like walking too.
Healthy.
He only lives like 3 miles from here.
No,
Yeah.
it's
Did you jump on a trail? Did you
not
jump on the
skip and
trail?
jump. No.
Trail.
You
I
got
heard
on
you
the
can get a
plane?
good suck off on the trail.
Did you go
on the
down
way home
McClung?
from here.
Down McClung? Yeah.
Did jump over on Davis and then around to Linden?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
And if you guys are going to track me down, that's the way you would want to go as well.
Yeah, hop off
Did you,
right there.
did you
at,
have your
okay.
electric bicycle tonight?
I did.
Yeah, hop off right there at
Electric
Stouffer's
truck.
Pizza, and then fucking take a right, go down like 10 houses, and Steve's on the left,
Exactly.
and that's where you get your free suck off.
Uber trike. Are you going to be there then?
No.
Austin will be giving you all the free suck offs that you
Smiling
want.
like a donut.
Smile like a donut. On his
Yeah.
knees, smile like
Steve,
a donut.
something that we were talking about earlier is growing up, it's like now everybody had unique phone, well, nobody had unique phone numbers, but
Oh yeah.
your phone number growing up was let me guess,
I'm gonna say you're wrong, and I'm gonna tell you what I think it is. So don't answer yet.
wait, 826-8268?
829-0666.
829-6666.
He got it.
Oh, it was 4 6s?
There's 4 6s.
Okay.
And we could call my mom right now.
She still got that number?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Let's do it.
Hello?
I think I was closer though.
Well, actually, hold on. Speaking of my mom, now I told
We
her
were
that
just before you got here, dude.
I told
How do
her
you
that
know?
you and Sonny, you know,
Where
was
the
doing
Cermak
some
go?
skinny dipping. And
Mark Cermak?
so anyhow, this is gonna be awful. But
Okay.
she wants to go with you next time.
To the glory hole?
Get up to the glory holes, go skinny
skinny
dipping.
dipping?
Yeah.
Who?
What's the
Well,
person?
actually, she wants to do the polar plunge.
She does?
Yeah, she
For
does.
real?
She says she's been wanting to do it forever, but because of her health conditions and everything.
Yeah, we're not going to
she's
take
been,
a old lady with health conditions to
Yeah,
a-
what if
to
she
fucking-
dies?
Yeah, we have to have an
I think
ambulance
that's what
there.
she wants, man. It's
Yeah.
like bucket list type shit for her, man.
Alright.
Dude, you
Well,
know what?
she wants to go.
I've heard, I was a lifeguard for years, and I've heard that drowning is a very peaceful death. You draw it in and it goes up.
I
I've
watched
heard it
that
before.
video.
Yeah.
It was like 2 polar bears caressing one another in the water.
Yeah, you know what? You should have rubbed you should have rubbed yourself down with Crisco.
And
This-
Sonny, I love you, but them man boobs was floating, buddy.
Oh, come on now.
I'm
Sonny's
just
got a heart of gold.
Dude, Sonny.
No, I
fucking
love
went-
Sonny. I
Sonny
love
went 5
Sonny.
minutes. Well, you and Sonny now have got to face off and deal with your shit between you two.
I don't think we'll have
We
any
will
shit.
film it. We'll
I
get
don't
this
think we'll
table
have
out
any
of
shit,
here.
honestly.
We'll get some mats on the floor. We'll
But I
fucking deal
will.
with this shit.
I will. If
And you
get
can
down
paint a
with
red
it.
You want to
Trump.
jump in? I think it's going to be too warm now. Like it's getting warmer.
Well, I don't want to jump.
When we jumped in,
I was gonna wrestle
it
Sonny
had
right
been it had been like
nude, right?
less than
Yeah.
20 for like the last few days. So that water was cold. The water always changes.
It was below 30. It was
Even
below
though it was like
freezing.
in the 30s when we did it.
It retained.
The water was 30 degrees when we jumped in.
Yeah, because there was not enough energy in the air and in the.
You had some man boobs too.
A little bit. I need to work on it. Hey, don't judge me.
I do too.
So,
We all
hey,
do. It's
yes,
part of
Steve.
being 50.
Yeah. There's this
50.
and obviously this is going to be known as
Fucking
the trailer
50.
podcast. I played a ton of trailers. But there's
Man, I'm
this
trailer trashed out.
Netflix, Motley Crue. There's this Netflix original called, I think it's called American Vandal. Have you seen this? I don't know if this is supposed to be real or fake. Like, just watch this. You tell me. Like, is this supposed to be funny or is this for real?
It's just not the way I thought things were gonna go. I was gonna graduate high school, get my degree in like engineering.
Then I went to my first glory hole.
I know I didn't do it.
It is a shocking scene for Hanover High teachers today.
Let him suck 'em.
The vandals spray painted obscene images on 27
this.
cars.
Yeah, this is a couple years old.
Oh my God.
I'll never understand what's so amusing.
That's brilliant.
Penises.
Everyone thinks I did it.
He'll admit to it on his deathbed.
Shut up.
Dylan definitely did it.
Of course he did it.
He's like a known dick drawer.
Another day, another day.
The evidence, it's overwhelming. I spoke to expel Dylan Maxwell for vandalizing the vehicles.
This is Elon Musk.
My name is Peter Maldonado, and I believe there are legitimate arguments for Dylan's innocence. Ball hairs.
The ball hairs.
They're different. It's just one piece of the puzzle. This is gonna take way more than just ball hairs.
They say you
It's an
deleted the
8-part
security
series.
footage. There's no way.
I watched the entire
He's
thing.
the stupidest kid I've ever met.
He's trying to convince you some sort of conspiracy. There just isn't one.
Oh my God.
Everyone got sequels. The administration
lies,
has
dicks.
something to hide.
This isn't about dicks. This is about the justice system.
Can't stand a chance.
They got the wrong guy. And there's still someone out there
There's still somebody out there that's
Dude,
paying
you know
dicks
what?
on cars.
Dude, I pray to God that this is real.
I hope to God it's fake, honestly.
Dude, I hope it's real, and that would restore my faith in humanity.
Well, there's two things that
I hope this kid is out there, and I hope he's real.
They're like, hold on, the ball hair is different.
There's two things I learned though. Is one, in that trailer, it had Austin's motto, his credo.
Yeah, what was that?
Yeah.
Huh?
It might have been
Another
set
dick,
up.
another day.
Oh yeah.
Another dick, another day.
But dude,
And
it's
then,
like
the dick about the justice.
A day without dicks is a day
but
I
it's
don't
like,
wanna
dude,
live.
it's like I always curl my ball hairs, and he was doing straight ones. It's not even
The ball
anything
hairs
that I would
were
curl.
also
It's not the
suspect.
same dick hair.
It's not the same dick hair. Yeah.
Speaking of, I manscaped before I came over here. Am I going to get a chance to show that off?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. We're live.
Yeah.
We're
Man,
live?
keep live.
No
Go ahead.
shit.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Let me turn the light off.
I don't
No,
think
you're not going to have to turn it on.
I don't think
I don't wanna
Facebook
get
Live.
kicked
I
off.
think Facebook Live would hold us for that.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that, you know.
Yeah.
And again, I want to apologize
They
to
didn't last
Sonny if
time.
you would take any offense, because, you know, I love Sonny like you.
Oh,
and don't take offense.
What do you love?
I'm not going to tell you again.
Hey,
Did you say
I'll be the
asked
first
him
one to
out?
admit, and I'm a little flabby right now. I need to get down. I need to get my weight down. I need to get it under control.
I'll be the
It's okay.
second to admit that.
Yeah.
And you actually bought the Polar Plunge hoodie. Did that go to the Special Olympics?
No, you get this when you plunge.
Oh, do you?
I didn't buy it. I guess I did because I raised like $5,000 for a polar plunge.
That's awesome, dude. So you raised $50.
Hmm?
I know how you move your zeros 3 to the right. You raised
No,
$50.
no. That I gave $1 million to everyone in America to do the polar plunge.
Yeah.
$1 million.
Yeah. So that's
him and,
let me guess.
Bloomberg.
That's 365 million.
Yeah, that's like 36 cents per person.
No, that's a dollar
per person per day. $1 million to every person in
Dude,
America.
it's like why couldn't the people realize that they missed the decimal point by like 7? It's like no, that's $1 per person.
You know what killed me is those people don't write their own scripts and shit. You know what I mean? So somebody handed them the paper.
Well, they had to go and find the tweet. It's not like they were just coming up with it as
that's
they
what I'm
went,
saying.
right? They were like, oh, we'll just get the tweet, and we'll put the tweet up on the big screen as we're talking.
Right.
And
this is a whole production
nobody had
of
a
people.
calculator.
A whole production of people.
Yeah.
Like I'm
How
surprised
many people had to sign off on that?
I'm surprised the cameraman wasn't like, hold on a sec.
There was one cameraman that was like,
he's like, hey, I got a calculator. Like, shut the fuck up, Tommy. You don't know shit. Okay.
Tommy.
I mean,
I went to public school. I didn't graduate from 8th grade, but look, the math isn't working.
Dude, it's like, wait, he spent 500 million. It's like there's 500 million people here on less than that.
Right.
He could have given people
that's $1 million per person.
a piece.
Easy. Like the math. It's
do the math.
Do the math.
Well, that one.
Was
lady
it thou that said, comes with, I comes with nothing for thou I can
You
send?
son of a bitch.
I had to say it.
He always does, right?
Yeah. The only thing I have left is that other guy that was freestyling, but he wasn't as good as
You talking about Harry?
Blind Fury, yeah.
Harry
And then
Hammer?
we've got What Happened Before the Big Bang, but we decided we weren't going to play that. And then I've got Fight with a youth hockey coach. That's all this pathetic stuff, unless you guys want to see any of it.
Was
Anything
the
other
fight
than-
with the youth hockey coach? Did one of them take their shirts off?
I don't know. You want to watch it?
Yeah.
It's only a minute and a half.
Let's do it. Hey, I always agree.
For the weekend, Brian Pouliot, a
It
New
shouldn't
Hampshire
just be the
hockey
players
coach with the
fighting.
Junior
All right, but hold on.
Monarchs,
Let's watch this
was
again
caught on
because
camera getting into an
right there
altercation
at
with
the
the
beginning-
ref.
He going at it with the ref.
Right there at the beginning, the referee shoved him down first, right? Am I seeing that right?
The weekend, Brian
He's looking up
Pouliot,
to
a
him.
New
That guy
Hampshire
put- he
hockey
pushed him
coach
over.
with the
What are you
Junior
doing on the
Monarchs,
ice?
was
Motherfucker,
caught on
this
camera
guy gets
getting
up and
into an
starts throwing fists.
altercation
Get
with
off
the
the
referee
ice.
in front of 11 and
That's what we
12-year-olds
call
on the
it.
ice. The game was played in Kingston,
'cause he's got his
Massachusetts, and
shoes
the
on.
incident is now
Yeah, but
under investigation.
Where's his son?
The Monarchs
Get the fucking
released a
referee
statement
definitely
saying, "Part,
shoved him first.
the
He didn't-
organization
he didn't start the
condemns
fight."
this
Well, we don't know
behavior
what was
by
said,
any
though.
employee or
Doesn't matter.
member
You
of
don't
our
put
coaching
somebody. It
staff.
doesn't matter what
The
they say.
coach involved was immediately terminated and relieved
What if he
of
said,
his
I
duties.
fucked your mother?
Pouliot
Doesn't
didn't
matter.
want to do an on-camera interview,
What if
but he
what
does
if he
tell
said, I
us he
fucked your
regrets what
mother's
happened
mother?
and is now working with a lawyer.
Mom!
That referee's name is Aldo Benda. His brother
Oh,
lives here
fuck!
in Weymouth, Massachusetts.
Mom!
He tells us tonight he's recovering well, but he does have some bruises.
I just think he's still taken back of the incident, caught off guard.
Caught off
You're
guard.
dealing with 12-year-olds and
Fat
then something
fuck
like
here.
this
He
happens.
never
It
should
just,
have laced up his fucking skates,
reps up the
man.
emo.
Our internet sucks. Alright, fuck this. Alright, I'm done then. I talked about everything that I wanted to talk about. Steve Austin, you got anything else you want to do?
Steve Austin, a man barely alive.
We can rebuild them.
We have the
Make
technology.
them stronger.
And
Make 'em faster.
actually, your what's his name was talking about $6 million man earlier.
Who's that?
Your Jason Silva.
Oh yeah.
I mean, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, science fiction is now science fact.
You know,
Wow, dude.
we know that that the technology is going to go into us in the next 10 years.
Oh, you hope it goes into you.
Yeah.
You hope it does.
You'll be
He
a
wants the
meat
biggest, biggest technical dildo, and he wants it all in him.
They're going to call me the Gringo Mandingo.
The Gringo Mandingo.
Call you the Gringo Popsicle.
Right? And there's girls out there that want that. They're size queens. They want it. They need it. They
All
gotta
right.
have it.
That is Moon Club Podcast number 180.
Well, before we go out, I want to say happy birthday, MJ. He's doing 50 now, and thanks for inviting me over. And it was cool, you know, hanging out, and I really enjoyed my time. And
So you're wishing
congratulations
MJ a
on
happy
50.
birthday.
And as well to Austin Adelman, who
I am
is 49 years old.
No, I'm actually 10 years younger than MJ. I'm actually 39.
Yeah, in
Moon Club Podcast number 187. We out.
187 in your motherfucking ass.
Wow. No, the reason 50 was a little bit higher. That's the only reason I was saying.
Moon Club Podcast YouTube version.
I
we
was
out.
fucking with you.
Say bye to the YouTube people.
MJ, did you notice we
Peace
had
out.
like fucking 50